peace, power, and prosperity. This is Tarik Scott, Human Development Mentor, Heavyweights, and Let Us Make Men. And this segment is a moment in Kwanzaa. Now, I've been celebrating Kwanzaa since I was probably about 8 or 10. My mother introduced it to us in our family, and even prior to that, when I was in a pre-K school called Kwanzaa House, I was introduced to the principles of Kwanzaa back then. Kwanzaa means the first fruits of the harvest. It was created by Dr. Malana Karenga. It's a cultural celebration for people of African descent in America. It's not a replacement for Christmas. Again, it's a celebration of culture. And what's important about Kwanzaa to me is that in America, we say America's a melting pot, and I look at the melting pot sort of like a potluck. And when you come to a potluck, you have to come to the table with something, you know, with something in your hands to give, to contribute to the whole feast. Or you just end up coming to the table just to eat and just to consume, but with nothing to contribute. And culture allows you to contribute to the potluck called America. And as we know through our history in America and how we got here as people of African descent, our culture was taken from us and disrupted. And just to give a definition of culture, culture is the sum total of learned behavior of a group of people that are generally considered to be the tradition of that people and are transmitted from generation to generation. So even within America, we still are able to maintain a level of our culture, but we do need to take steps to, you know, rebuild and replace our culture, deliberate steps to do that. And I think Kwanzaa is a great, you know, start. Today's principle in Kwanzaa is Umoja. And the language that's used in Kwanzaa is called Kiswahili. It's a West African trade language Dr. Karenga chose to pick. And again, the Kwanzaa, they have 7 principles. The Nguzo Saba, which means 7 principles. And today's principle is unity. Umoja, which means unity. And that means to strive for and to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Now, because I'm a human development mentor, and because I practice the next principle, tomorrow's Kuchajakali, which is self-determination, I choose to focus on unity from an individual aspect, because before you can unite with your family, community, nation, and race, you must unite with yourself first. So uniting is, people unite when they're at peace. And the definition of peace is absence of confusion. All right, so you have to have some common denominators for there to be peace. You feel me? So how do we get peace? How do you get peace and oneness within self? What I want to suggest to you is meditation. And it's probably one of the most difficult things, even for myself. And it's just being still for a moment, you know, and calming yourself, your breathing. You know, you want to breathe in through your nose, allow the air to go, you know, inflate your diaphragm and make your belly like it's a balloon, and, you know, out your mouth. And I don't want to get so technical with it because that kind of scares people, but being still and allowing the indwelling intelligence to take over, or God to take over. I would suggest that, you know, try it for 30 seconds to a minute first. But that peace, that oneness, it stills your thoughts, because thoughts, every time you think, that's separation, and that's multiple things, and that's, you know, confusion. And the absence of confusion is peace, oneness. So learn to be still and let God take over. And again, try it for 30 seconds to a minute of a day. Unite with yourself, and when you unite with yourself and become one, become still and become one with self, it would allow you to be in a better place to become one with other people. All right, that's your Kwanzaa moment for the day. This is your man, Tarik Scott. saying Habaragani, which means what's up. Habaragani, Umoja Unity, unity with self. Peace.